This next story is about an Omaha woman stepping up to help brides in need have the wedding of their dreams by creating a sisterhood of the traveling dress. 3 News Now reporter Megan Stewart explains.
Believing that there is a way and just knowing through hard times that you can just carry on.
Dawnetta Hines of Omaha made a post on Facebook a few weeks ago. She would give her $1,200 wedding dress to a bride in need. The post blew up, and then it took a turn.
It's mind-blowing. It's just there's no words to be said.
Now more than a dozen brides have signed up to borrow the dress and then send it to the next bride in line.
And we're getting it dry cleaned after every use of the dress so it stays in good condition. But hopefully it lasts for a while.
I think I was the second person to comment on it.
Valerie Fitzgerald got married in the dress this past weekend.
We were just going to go through with the courthouse wedding because there was no way that we could afford a dress. When she sent the dress to me, one of my really good friends planned my whole wedding for me, and it was amazing.
But there's more to this story.
We had no money to our name.
Dawnetta and Jared Hines are living a true rags to riches tale. The pair was homeless just a few years ago after hard work building a fitness business. Today, they're sitting in the living room of their new house.
Be that influence.
Because they know the struggle, they understand how appreciative others are of small gestures of kindness.
I know what it's like, and she knows what it's like, and sorry if I get a little emotional. And just help somebody even in the slightest way. And
give it all up to God. Everything that's happened to us, it's because of Him.
What a wonderful idea, and such a beautiful dress too. After seeing Dawnetta's post, other brides have reached out to her about donating their own wedding dresses, so paying it forward. A popular restaurant in Florence is getting ready to rise from the ashes. Today, much of the damage to Mouth of the South is still visible. Half of the roof is missing. The neighborhood spot was destroyed in a fire last spring. But now, owner Ryan Ernst has plans to make the new restaurant bigger and better. He would like to see more seating, a bigger kitchen, and a rooftop lounge.
We get the ability to start over and be able to do it from the beginning and build what we want and how we want it and, make it a little more enjoyable.
The fire department says a smoker caused the blaze back in April. There is no timetable on when the new restaurant will open. In a few weeks, you'll have a chance to sample some of the Mouth of the South favorites during the Taste of Florence. A love of riding horses nearly came to an end after an accident for one Nebraska man. But he proved that when there's a will, there's a way. Defying all odds and climbing back into the saddle, Omaha World Herald visual journalist Sarah Hoffman has the inspiring story.
We come down here to the Nebraska State Fair every year and compete. I brought my wife Barbara along and our youngest son Rodney. In 2003, Rodney had a horse accident. He went over a 4-barb fence with a colt and he had a traumatic brain injury. He was in coma for about 50 days. Their expectation was to maybe get him talking and eating again, and they figured a wheelchair the rest of his life. Basically, when he went into the hospital, they couldn't even take and find hardly any brain activity. And when he got home from the hospital, you got to realize his hand was like this, he couldn't walk, and when we got home, he was home 1 week. He said, "I got to get on my horse, Dad." Would have never thought we could do this again. This was the first event that he's competed at since his accident.
Oh, you do? Enemy. Yeah. Horses is just something I've always had in my life. I grew up around them. Horses aren't a part of my life. They are the main part of my life. to compete. My tremors don't act up, but until I go, they're active. They don't know how to respond that quick with the quickness of a horse, so they don't throw me off. It was a pretty cool experience, considering everything that I've had to do to get back to today.
Well, I didn't end up winning any money, but to be able to take and run with him and compete with him again, I was the biggest winner.
Wow, what strength in such an inspiring young man. Next on Omaha Sunday Morning, baby reveal parties or posts are the new it thing to do, surprising family and friends with your big announcement. But what if the reveal was news to dad, too? The touching story behind some pregnancy announcement photos spreading across the country.